Hi, my name is Dale Hansen. I'm Director of Product Development at Green Series Fitness, a Brigadoon fitness company. I'm here at a local high school. We're showing how to clean between the belt and decks and also how to throw a little lubricant on. Anytime you have our treadmill belts, we have the Habitat 24-4 made in Switzerland or the Siegling 7131 belt made in the United States. These belts, like any other belts made for any manufacturer in the world, need to be kept clean, and every once in a while either there is a break in wax on the deck. So when you first use the treadmill, the wax comes up from the deck and it's a soft wax that is a break in wax, and when you flip the deck there's another longevity or another break in wax on the other side. For us, we don't have that right now, and so we use the break in lube or longevity lube. So we basically have the little bottles, and you can see right here if you get very close. Basically, when it's about half full, we can have 2 applications in here, which is going to be right around between a half an ounce to 1 ounce. Or you can have the bags. A couple different companies make them, like Sportsmith, and the bags are easier to apply than the bottles, but the bottles are less expensive and you get a lot more lube for your bang for the buck. So we're going to show you how to do both. The bag will be very, very easy. We've already cleaned between the belt and deck. If I were using the bag, I would just splice it. I would cut it open. I would open up the belt, put it underneath. So after I would cut it, I would cut this end here. I'm going to shove it underneath in the middle. And then I would come step on it, make sure it's all out of the bag. And I would lift this back up, pull the bag back out. But since I'm going to show you how to use it in the bottle, which is a little bit harder. So basically I'm going to take this. I'm going to want to really make sure I don't get any wax, any lube on the top of my surface, my belt surface. So a lot of times what I like to do is just do this. One, it helps the sharp edges so I don't cut myself. Secondly, if I do accidentally drip, it's going to drip on here and not on the top surface. If you drip it on the top surface, you definitely want to be able to take it off, use any type of degreaser like a 409 or simple grain. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to be using about half the amount, which is going to be right around 1 ounce. So I'm going to come right around here. As you can see, I've used about 1 application. That's a little bit harder, so I'm going to come to the other side. The goal was to get it in this area right here, and then I spread a little bit towards there. On this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull it up, and I'm not going to use it as much. I'm going to get my lube near the end. I always make sure I stop the lube about 2 inches in. And if we come down, you'll see I've used exactly 1 amount, so it's about 1 ounce. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start on the treadmill. I'm going to bring it up to about 2 miles an hour. For us, we just hit the 2 on there. I'm going to walk in the middle where I applied it. Walk in the corners to make sure it doesn't spool up in the corners. Lube likes to do that. Now that I've dissipated the lube pretty good amongst the area, I'm going to bring my speed up. For myself, I'm going to bring it up to about 12. You got to be cautious not to look away, so if there's a problem, you can usually bring it up to about 8. So I'm going to bring it up to about 8 to 12 miles an hour for about 1 to 2 minutes, just to kind of get it all the way around. Then I'll bring it down to 8 miles an hour, do a little jog on it. So you got to make sure to do this for at least 3 to 5 minutes, because it will slip on the rollers a little bit until the lube gets into the belt. And usually within the first half an hour of using the treadmill after that, does the lube really try to penetrate back into the belt. Even though it's a lubricated infused belt, this system will make your treadmill run less amperage and last for years longer than the normal application.